Alright, yeah, I figured I might as well make a dedicated video for this because I love Hyperbloom. Furina Hyperbloom, let's see how good it does. Now, I think it's important for me to say that I normally use this team. It might be Yelan here, but this is the team that I have set for domains, right? This is just my everyday team. It's what I normally used before I got Risley, right? This is what I used. However, with Furina, you can't just sit here and swap out Xingqiu like that. Maybe if I did do Favonius, I would be able to easily swap Furina in here. But there's no real point, as it's better off to just use this in an actual scenario. I was just speaking for everyday use. Not confident at all how well our energy is going to be, but all we need is one thing to go our way, alright? This is all we need. Come on. Ow. That hurt. Okay. Now we hit him with this, and we hit him with this. And now we go back to Nahida. So now, we're not really getting any... Ow. Okay, we're not really getting anything. What we want here is to actually take damage, because that's the best way for us to gain stacks. But as the time, you don't really want to gain damage. You can also do this mid-rotation, right? You can do that. Yelan's E-skill duration is short enough, and as you saw, it recovered both of their energies. So maybe that's a lot better than I thought. Hold on. So I'm going to try, and we're going to see if I can do this. We're going to see if I can sort of... figure out a timing for when I need to like refresh the set, right? So let's get this ready.
You can't keep getting away with it.
But overall, Furina's buff isn't going to really apply much. She's really just here for, well, I guess she will apply for Yelan and Nahida, so maybe she is doing some pretty good damage, but overall I feel like, you know, she's not really doing that much. So immediately pop him with that. Well, then we'll pop him with this, and then we'll pop him with this, and this, and this, and this. Yeah, and we'll hit him with that. Okay, yeah. And the Dizzy skill missed. Yay. So we're seeing how much damage from... I can't even see the damage. Are they doing damage? Is he just blocking everything? But yeah, we can come back here and we can do this. And we're still not, like, you know, out of their duration. Because Yelan's duration is, I believe, like 15 seconds on her burst, right?
Correct!
And her E-skill cooldown is 10 seconds. If you use her E-skill before her burst, then you gain a couple seconds out there. So it won't be perfect, right? But I feel like you will be able to sort of sync it up enough to where you shouldn't have very little downtime. And honestly, we couldn't even see Furina's damage there. I mean, 5,000, that's actually... Wait, hold on. We don't even need to, like, check. We could just sit here and do this. 8,000, 2,000, 13,000, 9,000. So, yeah, that's about what Furina's damage looks like. Okay, I probably should stay away from the Bloom Course. But, yeah, that's about what Furina's damage is going to look like. That's also including, you know, taking away health. Now they're not taking away health. So, yeah, 4,000 right there. So, let's see what happens when we outright do not have any health to take away. This shouldn't happen because we have Kuki, or whatever.
I give up.
We have Kuki, so at least one character's HP is being taken away. So it's a very slight increase on this team, and honestly, not really the best. But I mean, she works on it, and even working with Yelan is pretty good. Maybe it's not as slight as I'm seeing because we do still have Yelan and Hida, right? But I feel like overall, she's not really. Let's do a run. And we'll see, because Yelan was hitting 10,000 just normally before. Let's see what Xingqiu does, because Xingqiu, I believe, does also decrease the Hydra resistance. So let's see. Xingqiu is also providing a lot of energy, right? So we can do this, 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 then that. There you go. This. Hit him with that. And here we go. So this is what we're looking like. Yeah, 9,500, 10,000, yeah. Realistically, the main damage dealing you're getting from it seems like is you're going to be getting you know, the extra damage bonus on Nahida's E-skill, and then also Furina doing more damage than Xingqiu doing, you know, 9 or 3,000. He was doing 3,000 damage.
Don't you dare.
But my Xingqiu isn't built bad whatsoever. I mean, he's like built for a pretty offensive build. Like, he does sure have like 87% crit rate, but like when you factor in the fact that he still has 200% energy recharge, 87% crit rate, maybe he doesn't have like the best of the best artifacts, but like he is still doing pretty well, and I would say this is good enough for a Xingqiu, right? He's got pretty high crit rate. He's built level 12 talent, so yeah, you know, Furina basically doing triple his damage is basically, you know, doing triple his damage.
Right, yeah, of course.
And this is Furina at level 8 talent with a level 8 buff, right? So that's only going to get better. You know, you're really only going to get the buff like very small increments. I wouldn't assume that you're getting too much, but it's overall just for Furina's personal damage that this team improves, mainly because Xingqiu does pretty low personal damage compared to Yelan and Furina. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say for this video. Like, Furina works pretty well. Honestly, I was not expecting her to work that well. Now, sure, you're in more of a danger of dying, but if you're using someone like Kuki rather than, you know, some random Hyperbloom character, right? Kuki's constantly healing your main DPS, and I mean, Nahida's a one-shot anyways. I'm gonna be real. Nahida's never been really that great. Nahida's never really been that defensive, right? She's never really sparked that, you know, defensive wall energy. She sort of gets bonked on the head once, and she has 90% of her health taken away. So I'm not exactly too upset that, you know, we might be losing up to 50% of our health, because it was basically happening anyways. So yeah, I think overall this actually worked out way better than I expected, because I was not planning to run this team at all, but Charlotte's taking forever to raise. So yeah, this team had to be made. So yeah, honestly, pretty good. I would recommend it if you're just wanting to use Furina and you don't really have any other options, right? So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.